We head over to contacts. We are going to meet the example student of the day, and her name is Abby Smith. So when I head over to contacts and open Abby Smith, what I'm met with is a contact form. Now, this contact form, it really is the beginning of what we like to term a student 360. Gives us all the information we need to know about that student. So first of all, we're seeing their demographic information, how to contact them, where they live. And then we start seeing more education-focused information like their current academic period, what program they're in, what program level that is. For instance, this is a Bachelor of Science. And then whether they're a current student, a prospective student, or alumni. As we scroll down, what we see here is a history of interactions that we've had with the student. So this is showing a case that we closed where she was looking for mental health assistance, and we've connected her to a student mental health practitioner. This is good information if somebody is just interacting with Abby Smith for the first time. Then we see some emails that were attached to Abby Smith from Abby that give you kind of further insight into who Abby Smith is. So here we have an email saying that she's struggling with classes and looking for counseling. And then a second email asking about assistance with travel to get to a hockey tournament that she's taking part in. So just some good information. So when Abby calls you, you can double click, open this record, and you can see all of the interactions that you've had recently with Abby. I can also see her course load here. So in 2020 and 2021 fall term, she's enrolled for 5 courses. And in the previous year, she was enrolled in 7 courses. And again, this is another chart that I can click to drill into further if I want to get more information about the courses. As we scroll through, so this is all within this tab, and there are multiple tabs that contain different information that you can click on to see more. So let's click on the academics tab. So here we can see that she was in school in the 2019-2020 fall term and then the 2020-2021 fall term. And then some of those same things like her credit load, the program, what year of her program she's currently in, and her GPA and things like that. And then if we look down just a bit, we have the course history. So we can look through a history of all of the courses she's attended and what the result was. So was it a pass, a fail, or did she drop it? So just trying to highlight a lot of academic information, kind of at a high level to keep feeding you that student 360. As we move into extracurricular, we'll see that Abby is a goalie for the Virtual University's hockey team. And she's also on the Virtual University Student Union as a treasurer. And we get an idea of when the start and end dates are for those extracurricular activities she's doing. So this one for the treasurer is likely an election that lasts for a year. And then we can also see her area of study, which is Bachelor of Science, being a degree program and required credits, and the GPA that's required for that Bachelor of Science. As we move forward, we look into engagements. So if Abby reaches out and requires assistance of any kind, you can track how that request is navigating through your system using engagements. So for instance, we can open one up just to have a quick peek. So this is actually the rich case management inside of Dynamics 365. So this one here shows that she's had stress caused by COVID-19, and the next step is scheduling a CBT therapy session. So once I've completed this case, I can close the case by hitting Resolve Case, and then I know that I have dealt with that request, hopefully to her satisfaction. And in this way, you can track to see whether or not student requests are being dealt with, or whether they're just, you really can get a good feel for how student requests are flowing through your system, how much time they take, how many are open, what's the priority level. And this is the kind of information that you need, I think, to structure the support services that you offer your students. Moving on and continuing to feed you that Student 360, we can see the events that Abby has attended. So she's been to an orientation social, and we can see when that was, and she actually attended a Study Abroad with Us session where we discuss, potentially going to university across the ocean to continue her studies. So we can get a good feel for the events that she's attended. You can store these events within Dynamics, or they could live in something like Eventbrite, and we can pull them over into the system for you to try to cut down on that double data entry that you might have to do otherwise. So that in a nutshell is a very student-centric 360 that we try to deliver through the higher education blueprint.